What's goody, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. This is very bad news for the Carolina Panthers. I did not see this coming, although if you were looking at the signs, I think some of y'all might have actually seen this coming, or at least you might have kind of sideways predicted this. Not in the exact way, but some of y'all have been saying that Kawann short, KK, has been a little bit over the hill for the past couple years now, and maybe the team should have thought about trying to move him, trade him away, but more specifically, trade his contract away. I never thought those things. I thought that Kawann short was still able to be a very good part of this defense, and if nothing else, I thought he had the potential to be worth that money if he could be a sort of mentor on the field and in the locker room to Derrick Brown, a guy who we know will only get better as time goes on. Just having KK beside him on the field play after play helps him out tremendously. But then I saw this tweet up here from Bill Voth. He says, Matt Rule, KK short has season-ending injury, and he even clarified to say that it wasn't even the same season-ending shoulder injury as last year. It is the opposite shoulder from last year. You really do hate to see this kind of thing happen, especially to a defense who most people thought would be a huge problem. I'm most people. I said this defense was going to be horrible, bad, not even good, terrible. You don't even look at it. This defense has been very solid. I would say a very impressive defense under the circumstances, outside of one player specifically, and it wasn't KK. You know who that player was. So look, we understand how that works out. The defense on all three levels has looked very impressive so far, but with Tyrod Whitehead not being all that great, and now KK short being out for the rest of the year, we have to depend on guys like Bravion Roy, who was a 6th round pick, I'm pretty sure, and Zach Kerr, who are on the team now, guys who are second and third stringers, guys who probably didn't expect to have a huge share of the snap counts in this season. We got to look at them for a lot more production, because now opposing O-lines don't have a very hard choice. Before, your thought process was, okay, we have Derrick Brown and KK short. Which one of these two dudes up front are we going to double team, and which one are we going to hope does not beat our man one-on-one? Now, O-lines can say, I want to see if Bravion Roy can beat me. I want to see if Zach Kerr can beat me. I'm not going to ever let this man, Derrick Brown, get an opportunity to ever get a one-on-one. I don't care if we're blocking only 5. I don't care if we're in 5 wide. There's only 4 down linemen. If that's even possible. It's not possible. But I'm never going to let this man, Derrick Brown, ever see a one-on-one with any of my linemen. Ever. So we're going to have to look at how we're going to scheme around that being a problem. Either that or Zach Kerr and Bravion have to look a whole lot better. But the news just gets worse, because when you realize over the past 2 years, in a possible 32 games, KK will have only played 5. A total of 5 games of a possible 32. And if you remember, in 2017, he signed a 5-year, $80.5 million for a defensive tackle, and at the time he was worth it. I will never say that KK was not worth that money. $80.5 million over 5 years, and the last 2 years, meaning this year and last year, he will have only played 5 of a total of 32 possible games. It is just sad to see. This is a very sad situation for our defense. Not because, look, the money is the money. Look, you won't catch me saying that he got paid and started being lazy. These are injuries to his shoulders. One shoulder got hurt. The other shoulder got hurt. These are season-ending injuries. You're not going to ever see me blaming a player for an injury. But when you think about how our defense gets affected by this, the whole middle of the defense is compromised. No KK short, and you just have Bravion Roy and Zach Kerr right there. The run game for opposing offenses might get a little bit better, because you have a 6th round guy or Zach Kerr right there. And behind him, who is your safety net behind that player? You're telling me my safety net is Tahir Whitehead, a player from the Raiders who they waived, who we brought on because he was supposed to be very good in run defense, and now we find out he's actually not good in run defense? Can't find the right hole, takes bad angles, is never in the right place at the right time, and let's not even speak on what he does in pass coverage. We can't even talk about that right now. You're telling me I have to depend on third stringers? And then if they can't get the job done, I have to pray Tahir Whitehead closes his eyes and accidentally makes the right play? I don't like the look of where we're going. And I won't lie to you, my first thought when I saw this news, I can't bluff. I had one quick second of negativity in my mind. I said, hold up. Maybe, just maybe those dummies who was talking about tanking earlier on in this season, maybe they was right, maybe they had a point, maybe they was slightly woke, maybe they might have seen something on the horizon that I couldn't see. But I don't care. I think we can still make moves, or maybe we see a little bit more magic out of Phil Snow and he finds a way to scheme these guys that we already have on our roster into the right situations, at the right places, at the right time, and we can get a little some out of those dudes, and we can see other guys around them step up as well. If KK goes down, we don't need exactly that one guy at DT who replaces him to be amazing or to be what he was at one point in his career. If the other players around him step up and make sure there aren't any mistakes anywhere else, then maybe that loss in the interior of our D-line won't be felt as deeply as I'm thinking it might be. And even still, maybe we do allow a few more points a game because of our defense, but maybe the offense steps up even more. We're going to be getting C-Mac back very soon, so maybe we have a much more explosive offense, and it's not so much surrounded by, talking about time of possession. Maybe we go out and say, look, we got to score more points. We want to win. Let's not play not to lose. Let's play to win these games even more convincingly, and that could be a strategy to help out your defense. Look, maybe you just want to, maybe actually, you know what? Maybe time possession is the game of the game. Maybe you say, Mike Davis, the team is on your back right now. Run the ball. Keep us on the field. We want our defense on the field as little as possible. There's two sides to every football game. There's also the third side of Joey Sly hitting his field goals. But let's not speak on that too much right now. If our offense can just stay on the field for much longer, we might not even have to see Bravion Roy, Zach Curl, whoever else the team brings in. And that weakness, that drop-off in talent in the interior just doesn't have a chance to be felt. There's a lot of things we can do here to mitigate the problems, mitigate the loss of Kawann Short. But no matter how we do it, no matter what we do, no matter when we do it, this is not good news right now. That's all I got for you, man. I hope Kawann gets healthy and, he gets right for next year. But I think we might have seen his last snap in a blue and black jersey. I don't know who trades for him, but we might have to look at the dead money moving forward because I just don't see what we do. Actually, you know what? It's $11 million in dead money for next year, but we would save $10 million on the cap. Although, yeah, that's just not looking good. That's not looking good at all. There's a lot of dead money if we were to get rid of Kawann Short. It's about even, though. 11 in dead money, 10 in cap savings. I guess you just got to go through your gut and just move on. Maybe, potentially, but I would not be surprised if we do look at acquiring defensive tackles either in free agency right now, in the offseason, or maybe even in the draft. That's all I got for you for right now, though. What are your thoughts on KK, this injury, the contract situation, potential trades, our defense, and maybe how our offense responds to this injury? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.